Hi, I'm David Pereira. Welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about what not to do during the Daily Scrum. It's incredible. In just 15 minutes, product owners can do a huge damage to the Scrum team by misbehaving. I want to talk to you about some things you should not do at all as a product owner during the Daily Scrum. Let's start with this, the status report. The Daily Scrum is not a status report, but sometimes it can be. If you as a product owner demand that the meeting will only start if you are available, if you're not available, developers will wait for you and you'll go there. But you see, there's a problem here, because the Daily Scrum is meant for the developers. It's the moment where they organize their work so that they can get closer to the sprint goal. It's not supposed for you as a product owner to take over. Some symptoms that happen once you take over is the meeting will be a status report, where developers will be looking at you as a product owner and say,
"Hey David, today I did these and these and these, and tomorrow I'm gonna do that, and the others will just follow."
But they are reporting to you. They are not organizing as a unit to move towards a sprint goal. And you, as a product owner, you are holding the team back from achieving the goal of the Daily Scrum, which is organizing their work. The Daily Scrum is not a status report. If you want to participate, it is fine, but you should be no more than a listener. If the team asks you anything, you should answer, but within the intention of helping, not within the intention of controlling the team. Another problem I call is the new requests. It is very similar to this. The product owner takes over the Daily Scrum to interrupt the team. Let's say I had a conversation with the CEO yesterday, and he was telling me about the chatbots. He was very inspired by that. It can just change our business forever if we implement that properly. And then as a product owner, I go to the Daily Scrum, and before the developers start saying what they are gonna do to get closer to the sprint goal, I look at them and say, I have something to tell you. Yesterday I talked to the CEO and I was really inspired about what we could do. We could implement a chatbot and so on. But remember, we had a sprint goal to achieve. Why would I be hacking the Daily Scrum for something that is not needed at the moment? So it means I should not interrupt the Scrum team within something that is not relevant for the sprint goal. Because if I want to discuss new requests, new possibilities, or something else, there's a moment for that. It is called the backlog refinement. So my tip is, don't bring undigested thoughts to the Daily Scrum. It's not the moment. Because if you do that, what is the result? Developers will be curious about the chatbot or whatever you told them, even if it's not for the moment. And the only thing they will not do is to focus on the sprint goal, because they will go and look at their computers and start researching about this chatbot, for example. And you don't want that. Because the result of that is the sprint goal will most probably not be achieved. And who to blame? You, as the product owner who decided to interrupt the team. And the other problem that happens during the Daily Scrum I call as the boss behavior. In Scrum, there's no hierarchy. Product owners, developers, and Scrum Master, all of them are part of the Scrum Team, a unit of cohesive professionals pursuing one goal. That's it. There's no hierarchy. You are not the boss of anyone, so don't try to behave like that. One of the symptoms you can observe is developers will not decide which task to take next. For example, John is saying, yesterday I did this and this, and he looks at me and says, what should I take next? He wants me to make the decision for him. Or another thing that can happen is Michael has finished something and he says, I'm gonna help Jack to do this. And then I look, no, Michael, we agreed to do something else. You told me you'd do that. Michael is gonna do something else with John. So that's how we organize that. Something wrong, right? You are not the boss of any developer. And everyone in Scrum is self-managed. We decide what we do. We have a goal, and together we organize our work so that we can achieve the goal. If you try to do command and control with the team, the morale will be down. The team will not be able to collaborate as a unit of professionals. It will be just a group of people running around, and you will not be trusted by the team because you are not empowering them. Product owners should be more like enablers. You empower the team, you bring the problem to solve, and let the team flourish on that. Don't try to hold them back. To summarize, if you want to take part in the Daily Scrum, it is fine, but you are a listener, and at best, you are a helper. But you are not gonna take over with interruptions, the meeting shouldn't be a status report, and you are not the boss. Remember, in Scrum, everyone is pursuing the same goal. There's no hierarchy. It's up to you as a product owner to enable the team or to hold them back from thriving. What are your experiences with the Daily Scrum? Write down the comment. And if you like this content, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.